Possiamo iniziare, sì.
Benvenuti, Astropy. Oggi So today we are going to see the Astropy package, which is the package for astronomy. So let's see we will see the constant astronomical units in the chapter 1, 2, 4, how to work with celestial coordinates, how to work with fixed table, not fixed table in general, searching in catalogs, so we can download directly the image. We will learn how to work with fixed image and fixed table, how to work with the work coordinate systems for the astrometry, the image, and some exercises. So let's start. So Astropy is the Python library for astronomy and contains very useful classes. For example, a module for constant, another for units, n-dimensional data set, data tables, time, so on. Analytic function also, some models. How to read the fits file, ASCII table, different type of files. And model like cosmological calculation, convolution and filtering, data visualization, and astrostatistic tools. Okay, there are not currently packaged for photometry or spectroscopy, although there are some packages that will work, but do not fulfill the specification or are not stable yet. But if you need some of this package, I can give you more information on this, okay? So, constant and astronomical units. Astropy includes astronomical constants that complete those for Astropy, are more focused on astronomy. For example, let's import constants from Astropy, and let's see what constants are here. What do we have here? For example, the speed of C, and very interesting. Also, it gives a reference, the units, the uncertainties for the constant that we have.
Uncertainty is 0.
Yeah, it's a dump. Probably it's larger, but
yeah,
you know that.
No, it's probably 0 on the level of
0.0.
Yeah.
Okay, so for example, the mass of the sun. We can have also for other planets. These are some of the constant, Kelvin constant, Avogadro, the gas constant, and some of very interesting. For example, some of the Vion law constant, electron charge, electron, neutron, proton mass, the nominal Earth mass parameter, the nominal Jupiter solar mass, all this, luminosity of the sun, all others useful constant. Okay. So the module also contains units, the Astropy.
How do we use these quantities?
Just
suppose I want to
import C point.
But then I want to multiply something, for example, to get the redshift. I have the velocity, and because I'm trying to get to do.
No, that is for the this is module for cosmological calculation.
No. I mean, in any case, I have this number. But
okay,
it's a string. It's not really.
No, it's not a string. It's a number.
But if I
the value. Okay.
Okay, value. Okay,
value.
I get the value. Okay, this way. Okay, that's the way to get it.
Okay, yes. Okay. And classes of associated properties. One of them is that. So units. This is very interesting. When we work with, for example, the celestial coordinates. let's import units as u, so we can work with units, just multiplying the number that we have for the units. For example, to say that this is our value, just multiply this by the units hour, minutes, and second, and then we can add this together, and it will calculate internally what is the result. Okay, without needing of dividing by 3 by the transformation that corresponds to each unit. Okay, so let's define H, M, and SS like this, and we can just add together and print the value, and it will show also the units. So again, that value show the value, and that unit shows the unit. To convert to other units, we can use that 2 and in parentheses the units that we want to convert. So let's add together all of this and convert to units in seconds or minutes.
You have a problem.
Okay.
From Astropy.
Okay. Okay.
Import unit
Yes.
as u. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Oh, the problem. Do you have? You should have units. Wait.
Astropy is installed.
Yes, but no. Wait. Open a new terminal and install NumPy.
Come on.
Here, file new tab.
Okay.
Okay. Did you?
EIP?
No.
No.
Just a second. Let's install.
Ah.
The password for the session. Ok?
No, quando prendo TT mi dà questo. Allora, a parte quell'errore che ho fatto prima.
Because you have multiplied.
Oh, right.
So it gives you. That's very interesting. So if you multiply, it gives you the units hour times minute times second. Also, so you can use also multiplication, adding.
Of the same.
Yes, same, the same. Instead of adding, multiply.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see. But you can work with Astropy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Let's. I will see. Let's see in the break. We will
Okay.
See. Okay. Okay. So this is how to work with units. Celestial coordinates. So the module coordinates are classes to work with different coordinate systems, and the principal is sky coordinates. So we will use units and sky core from coordinates. So we can define the celestial coordinates as an object with a sky core, and there are a lot of formats. We can give the radiation and declination, and the frame usually by default is ECRS, and the units that we want to give, if we don't give the units, or just we can give, as in this example, hours, minutes, degrees, minutes, or with units just saying array equal the units, the coordinates in degrees, if we want, or in this way, or in this way. So, but we have to say the units with this keyword. So all of this show the same result. Okay. So let's define. Just try to define one of these, and we can access to the object realization of declination with the method C1 coordinate point ra or dec, or we want to convert this in radians or hour, minutes, and seconds. Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that. Just use one of these because all the rest are the same. Let's see. Okay, let's see this. Can you show me this?
No, you're too quick to from.
Where is the other?
No, it's closed. Open terminal.
Nothing. We're going to start both at the same time and remove also Astropy in this one. Okay, now with Astropy. Okay, enter.
There's no Astropy.
So I'll remove with pip. Let's install. Let's see. Okay. Does it work? Okay.
Parte un typo che dire C1 diventa lo C6 a un certo punto. There's a typo. C1
Where?
below
this?
is changed to C6. But maybe it's just a typo. At least in the
Where?
yeah, there. C6 galactic. Down, the third. Yeah, it's
yes,
C1.
yes,
It's
because has been defined. Okay, I changed the name. Yes, it's C1. Yeah, I will change that. Yeah, I was
it's
using
just a typo,
C1.
and
Yes,
it's
yes,
clear
yes.
that it's a typo.
It's C1. So this is how to convert to other coordinate. Just you see the you coordinate dot galactic, okay, P or other type F K5, okay. Very easy. So let's try to calculate distance and position in the sky. So for this we are going to need some models, NumPy, units, time, and from coordinates we are going to use sky coordinate, Earth location, height, AC, and angle. So this is useful if we want to prepare some observation to see what is the altitude of the object in the sky for the night of the observation. So we can obtain the sky coordinates by name, for example, for M44, just directly like this, and we will obtain the coordinate of this directly from a catalog. And we can obtain with Earth location the location of some sites. For example, the La Palma Observatory in Canary Island is called La Palma. I've searched for Campo Imperatore, but it's not there. But no problem, we can give directly the location, like an angle in this way, and just use Earth location, latitude and longitude to set up our location. Okay. Then, with time, with this format, we create an object of time.
Okay. I
Yes.
start to try. Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay. No, I tried.
Yeah. Yes.
SMP.
Perfect.
Okay.
From Astropy import units. Units.
As U.
Yeah. Let's see.
No.
No. There is a mistake. As invalid syntactic from. Do you again?
Phone. Okay.
Ah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's correct.
Now it's okay. Thank you.
Okay. So remember, we need the coordinates that we can use. We can search for the object, or we can give the coordinates as in the former example. But we need a coordinate objects, sky coordinate object with sky coordinates, just from name or created by ourselves, as in the previous example. The object that set up the observation place. Here we can use Earth location of site if the site is in the database, or just give the angle of the position. Okay, let's try this for Campo Imperatore. And the time of the observation. that.
Is it that? Ah, okay. It's the comma. You
Oh,
know,
yes,
commas.
yes. Okay. Is it working?
Yes? No.
No? Is it working with the sky coordinate name? The coordinates?
What is it?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
yeah, yeah. It's kind of from name, yeah.
Yeah, this is
It's working for me at least.
Yeah.
okay.
Also for me.
So and this, because I can remember this. I think that's so. I think this is a typo. Could you check
Without the two.
without these two?
Okay.
Without,
Without.
I have an error, but because I left La Palma.
Okay.
And because there is a problem with the connection.
No, okay,
something.
it's working in my case.
It's working without that.
Without the two.
Yes,
the
yes,
two
that's
features.
yeah,
Ma
modified.
con campo imperatore o La Palma?
Io ci ho messo campo imperatore.
Imperator is working.
Con La Palma
Yeah.
c'è un problema.
Okay.
I
You
prefer
need,
to download.
because you need the connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need connection
yeah,
for.
Ma io ce l'ho.
Ma ci hai messo la panna o campo imperatore?
La panna uguale location of
Yes,
site?
yes.
Yeah.
Lì ti dà problema Anna?
Sì, Anna ci ha messo la palma anziché campo imperatore.
Io con la palma uguale location of site, la palma me l'ha fatto.
No,
Non so,
no,
però la
no,
palma
no,
adesso
no.
non ce l'ho io, cioè non lo sto provando come...
Non lo so. Ok.
Okay, but this is
Okay,
working
sì.
without that.
Sì,
Okay,
sì,
we'll
sì.
modify just a second.
Yes, without.
Quindi tu hai provato con il maggiore?
No, il maggiore
Sì,
non
sì,
lo
sì.
prendo.
No,
It's a prime.
6.
Ah, beh, certo, altro.
Okay.
Mi piace.
Così, ok? Bene? So we can print the sky coordinates for the date that we have set up. Just we have to use azimuth when those with this keyword when must be observed and where with the location that we have constructed before. So we can it will give the observations that the most important number for the observation. Okay. So let's plot that the altitude of the object during the night. So
Sebastian,
Yes.
just a second, since Gabriella is online asking something.
okay.
So can you point? Oh, okay. There was a typo in the other.
Yeah,
Vabbè,
okay, this
io lo
one.
scrivo. Typo. Maggiore.
Io ho the warning.
Okay, so there was a typo that Sebastian has corrected, already corrected. Okay.
Okay. So let's have the position of the object during the night observation. So for that we will use daytime. So daytime it will show what can be using to create several time steps. So to know where is the location of the object during the
Sebastian, may I just for a second, because I'm not sure if Gabriella is clear where the typo was. I understood that Adriano and Gaetano also have issues. So
okay
let's try.
for this type of
Non funziona sta cosa.
non funziona.
Okay, so let's try to catch up with everyone with the.
Okay.
Problem
With
with this. I don't know why.
no, remove that. It's already removed there. I have corrected.
Ah,
Io
ok.
invece ho questi movimenti qua.
Ok, bene.
Che sono...
Sì.
però la connessione io ce l'ho.
Yes, but that is a problem from downloading something. Yeah, that is failure to download. I don't know. But you have connection, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's very strange because
Adriano has some problem with
Are
connection.
you having problem with
No,
the Palma
come
o
per
con
ore.
l'operatore?
Comparable.
We're having problem.
Però sono dei warning, cioè capisce il download dal sito maya.usno.nevi.1000
E poi che ti dice?
niente, quindi non associa nulla praticamente, non fa quello che deve fare.
Pure a te, Anna.
Sì.
It's working, Anna? For you?
No, I think the same error. To upload something.
Ma è un warning il tuo?
Warning, sì.
It's warning, but could you? Okay. Could you print this?
No, if you print.
Print. Yeah, it's there.
It's there.
Yeah, it's a warning, but the information is there. Probably is
Is there an information?
Yes, the information is there. It's clear.
No, because if I print.
But Anna has the information there. The thing probably, you know that we have some keyword here, pressure, temperature, and probably is trying to connect to see what is the temperature and pressure there.
Ah.
Okay?
No.
To give more accurate results.
Sebastian, can I
Yes.
for Gabriella? Okay, Gabriella, here there is a typo. There was a typo in the former file with the.
Okay, go to.
Aspetta, lo dico in italiano. Qui c'era maggiore al taz. Quello va tolto. Ok? C'era un typo. Adesso non c'è. Questa è la corretta. E quel maggiore va tolto.
No, io non riesco a prendere il warning, sembra che non c'è.
So the warning probably because it can obtain the weather.
Yes, but if
You print what it shows. Okay? Do you have the? Okay, you have copy.
For me that it is not
Wait.
So.
As you are using campo imperatore?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They say that the warning is that the phone for a motion, this may affect the precision of the 10 second, arc second 11. So it's a warning.
Okay, it's a warning, but
Yeah, but
I am very so.
wait. Are you sure?
Yes.
Could you practice? Just print M for 4.
I warning non sono un problema, vero?
Non sono un problema.
No, proprio
Typo. Okay? The one is just to say that has not all the information that, but
yes,
is there.
I know that
Okay.
the temperature is 0.
That's
Also the relative humidity
could be.
is 0. Okay?
Temperature could be zero.
Also the pressure is 0.
Yes. So this is okay. So with this object now, we can plot and daytime. We can plot the altitude for all the night observing. So look at what this is. What we are going to do. Is Gabriela okay? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she has the same warning of Adriano and Anna,
Okay.
but she's
But
fine.
okay.
I
So
don't know why I'm not having the same one.
So we are import daytime, and with daytime, for daytime we will use 10 delta with 5 minutes. So it will create intervals of 5 minutes. Okay. So just what we need is just to get, we have, instead of having the observing time, we need a list of time step observing time that we are creating with this. Delta time times for the range. If we have 100 points multiplied by the delta time, this will show 500 minutes. Okay? These are 500 minutes because this is delta time is for 5 minutes, and this is an array of 100 points. So with that, we will obtain 500 snapshots of time that we can use now exactly in the same way, but instead of observing time just one time, it will have a list of time. Pupil. Oh, probably lo capto tutto? Allora.
Oggi non va. Vediamo un po' di pagine.
Okay? No va?
I don't know. Okay.
No.
Maybe. Print. Okay. With his time.
But it's not showing anything, right?
I know because
Probably because
it's a way to show what I printed. But okay.
Now you can see M44 position that we have 500 positions. Now we can plot the position altitude, which is one of the keywords, one of the modules that is the method that is associated to this. Okay, variable is altitude, so we can plot time alt, which has been created by ourselves here, with the position altitude. Okay? There are other methods associated to this one, and we can see what is the altitude of the object during the night. Okay. All have the plot.
So we set the limit to vertical.
Yeah, vertical.
It's above the horizon.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's say.
It seems right.
Okay.
Why is so?
Because it's
No.
trying to connect into the database
Okay,
to see what are the atmospheric conditions there,
Okay, sorry.
the altitude.
Okay, but now if I print
Okay, no, this is where it is doing something. No, okay.
If
Print.
try to print
Yes.
the new
That one?
issues.
It's only one, but have you created? Okay.
A list. Okay. Yes.
No, serving time now is all. I mean,
Sorry.
yeah, yes, because you have
Ah,
it's the same.
same. Okay. Yes.
Yes, this is all. This is time out
Yeah.
now because this is just one time. Okay, how is this? Yes. SPL, yes, matplotlib. That's not pipe plot. Yes, that's all right. Okay. Wait, no, that's a no problem. Because we have removed it from.
Ah,
Time.
Italiano? Perfect. There you go. Okay, now you can. Perfect. So you can limit between 0 and 90 because this is 0 is below the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can import here. The other.
I have to exit from
No.
Okay. It's good.
Go to the other, to the. Yes.
Class method.
Yes. So you have to.
To exit from
Or
the
just.
previous one.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. We go on.
Yes.
Okay. So what if we have some high proportion of star and we have a catalog that has been obtained a long time ago and we want to correct the sky coordinates. We can use space mentions for that, the sky call. Okay. First, we need to create the coordinate object. So these are the coordinates of one object. Let's say that. So we say the position, L, B, the distance, if we know, if not, but 0 or don't give. And these are the proper motion, okay? Usually the proper motion are in micro arc second by year, so with unit we say what are the units, okay? You must divide by year. So proper motion usually is coming in units on cos B, which is this. So this is the keyword. For B, we give directly the proper motion that are in the catalogs. We will see how to get those numbers in the next sections. So we say the frame because these are galactic coordinates. So we give frame galactic and the serving time. Okay. So that means that this position is for this observing time. And now we want to see where is located the object, for example, now. Okay? So first, let's create the coordinate object. Is it working now?
And try and start all
Okay.
from the beginning.
Okay.
This. Clone. Ok, poi avevo una messa di parte,
So once the sky coordinate has been created, the object has been created, now is C. There are some methods associated to C. One of these is apply spade motion. We can say delta time, how many years after the observation. We want to see where is located the object. And remember, we have to give the coordinates, or we can give a specific observing time. So like this. So instead of dt, we say new observing time and time. Okay? And we show where is located now the object.
Suppose that we have the coordinates of the objects C1 that you gave before. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
We just need to
Yes,
write
yes.
instead of L. No, in the first line. Instead of using L uguale.
No, if you want C1, that's it. You will have it. C1 is an object of the sky coordinate.
Yeah, but in C1 I didn't specify any proper motion. So if I want to,
Okay, so
if I want to specify proper motion,
yes,
in
yes,
C1,
it's a method. I think
Could I
C1 PLM cause is
I
kind of C in comma and the keyword. I'm going to show you. So for
but
example,
wait a second. What if I write here C1 dot what was the coordinate dot L?
it will show the coordinates. Yeah.
But it doesn't impose here the coordinate, the galactic coordinate of C1. Could I impose here these two quantities, the values for C1?
You want to modify the coordinates that you have defined before.
Now we giving to see the coordinates of an object, which are
Yes.
this and this,
Yes.
and with the
The
distance and the
Yes.
proper motion. This is a
Okay, let's go back to this definition C1. For example, here. Okay, so we have here C1 with the coordinates definition. Okay.
yeah.
Now you want to use these coordinates or change the coordinates.
Wait a second. If I want to try what is here, C1 galactic, C1 dot galactic.
You can convert to galactic to sky
So,
coordinates.
Suppose go down. Down. We have this one here. I have C1
Yes, B,
dot galactic B,
B.
and dot galactic L. Now,
Okay.
can I use these as an input in the list in the line you type below? So if you go to line.
You want to change
down here.
from sky coordinates ERCS to galactic, for example. You want to do that.
Down, yeah. If I write here, down here, I write this. Is
Yes,
equal
yeah,
to
oh yeah, I
C1
understand.
dot.
Yes.
Okay, that's-
You want to get a new object with new coordinates.
Yeah.
But you can use here
And
that
I
one,
write
value,
like C1
value.
dot galactic dot.
dot value.
Yeah, dot value. Okay,
Yes.
that was.
Yeah, this is whatever you put here should be in units, and already that if you have defined it before, the value is in that unit.
Okay, that's
okay. You can use the directly there. Okay? Or if you want to have, for example, proper motion, it's like this.
Yeah, okay.
For example, if
I
you
can
forget,
edit C1 and
or just leave it as a new keyword.
how do I do
With new,
that?
it's like this. For example, you can access, let's say, C sky core. And distance parsec. Let's say that we have that, okay? Oh. Oh, I haven't imported because I haven't given the frame. But depending on the frame, the keywords are different, okay? Depending on the frame, because L and B means only thing if
Yeah,
the frame is
yeah,
right,
yeah.
okay? So C is C, okay? So we have distance, I think is it's like this. Yeah, so okay. Check if this is working. No. Must be edited.
Okay.
Must be edited. Oh, this work only in the catalogs. We will see later. So you have to edit the okay. So we can apply the motion for, as I said, for 10 years with delta time or for a specific day. Okay. Clear this? Okay, so how to work with tables? So that's not fixed table, are tables from Astropy, okay? So let's import table from Astropy and create some tables. So we need the keywords, remember? These are the keywords, names, magnitude are the keywords, and the values are whatever we want to have. So we create two lists, names and magnitude, and we create the table like this table. These are the values, and then names equal are the keywords associated to each value, okay? So with meta, we show some information about the keyword. print table or tabla. We show the table. Now it's like a table works very similar to a dictionary. So to access to the values of a keyword, the value associated to a keyword, we just write our variable, the keyword in parentheses, and it will show you the values. Okay. We can change the format of any values just using that format and the format. Or the units, we can change the units, also with unit. So this is very interesting and try to work with a large amount of data, because I will show you now very interesting features of this, just to show the results in different formats.
You can use
Oh, sorry.
You have to use list to create a table.
The list, it works like this. The list, the keywords and the values of each keyword are list. Okay, so you create, for example, you create all the data that you need to put in the table.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that your table must contain names and magnitude. Okay, and type of gases or whatever. So you create three lists. For example, the table is going to have 3 columns, and then you create the table in this way. Table. Here you give the list, and with name you give the name of each column. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
You can also give some meta information, so just to describe what is the column, but this is not shown as the keyword. Okay, this is meta is only to have information describing the columns. So first, note that this is a list of, and inside are lists also. And names is a tuple, okay, with the keywords that you want to reach in order for each one that you are using. Okay. So very interesting now. As I said, you can change the format with that, with the keyword, and format the units with this. And very interesting, you can show the table in a browser, okay, like this. It's very interesting. You can try. Table has an associated method show in browser. The JavaScript viewer, JS viewer equal true, will show you the table in a browser. Very interesting. So you can work with that in the browser.
It works.
Works fine.
Yes. Yes.
Very
Bellissimo.
Sì, incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredible. So I think let's try show that show and tabulation. There are another ways to show that. I think also, can you try write table punti show use it and no, I mean the tabulation to see if there are other methods associated.
Show in notebook.
In notebook. Oh.
Il notebook, o sort.
Okay.
Ma sort non show in...
Anything else?
Showing something.
Something, yeah.
Showing notebook is a Python notebook.
Yeah, I think so. It's
Wow.
Python notebook.
But it doesn't. But it doesn't.
I think without any, you can try without any argument just to see.
What is the showing notebook is
Notebook, ma c'è problemi sul JSViewer.
Question mark to see what is showing notebook, question mark, what it says at the beginning. Okay, yeah, at here. Rendered in and show it in IPython notebook, yes.
so.
You can interact with that on work in, IPython notebook is a way to work in Python in a web browser.
Yeah, that's probably the future of this.
Probably. Also, there are some web page that is called Python, so you can work with Python in a browser without installing Python in your computer. Okay, as I said, to show values for a specific keyword. Okay, we have table called names. Show the name of the columns, called names. Show table value for a specific keyword. Just we use the name of our tab table, name and data. Shows the values. And we can add a new column with add column. So let's say that we have, now we want to a new column called distance. So we use table, create this column. First we have to create the object, which is a table column object. Table column, we give the value and the name and the units. Okay? And just with the previous one created, we use the method add columns, distance, and now we will show a new column, which is distance, and you can show that the modified table in a browser also.
E tossisci bene.
Scusate. Wow. It generates the LaTeX table by itself.
Yes.
That's a great.
Yeah, it's generated table. Also, it's right in fixed format. So.
Yeah, I see. And dash. But you can also save it like, I don't know, CSV. You can do that.
Which one?
Commas available.
Yes. That's with the model, but you have to import the model CSV.
Yeah, okay.
You saw that the first edit.
Yeah.
Or JSON, even JSON. Okay? Is it working?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody has connection to internet, right? So because we will need that in the next chapter, which is our working with catalogs. Okay. So Anna, when do we have the meeting here?
I think to leave at 10 to 11.
In 5 minutes. Okay,
Yeah,
let's start that,
Ah,
and we can stop and continue soon. We have to stop today a little bit early at 5 minutes or something like that before 11, and then continue late because we have a telecom. Sorry. Okay, searching catalogs. This is very interesting. And just to download the data we have. So, the module AstroQuery allows a general searching for astronomical objects for several databases. For example, Symbol, Net, Alma, Sloan Digital Scale Service, so on. And we have to install this module with pip or with in Fedora with DNF or whatever other method you have. But we need AstroQuery. Do we have AstroQuery? Or
I don't know.
AstroQuery? Let's try to import AstroQuery
Import AstroQuery, yes.
as alias. And from AstroQuery, we will import Net.
Different word.
Okay?
Cannot import name net.
But have you import AstroQuery?
Yes.
Quello è importante. No.
This,
No.
But this one? From.
No, because yeah, should work. It's not? Net, yes. Yeah. No, it's okay. AstroQuery Net. Why? Let me check.
Okay, it works in my case.
It works,
It works,
no?
yes.
So probably we have to install. Okay. Let's remove AstroQuery and install again. Can you show? Yeah, because probably has been installed with. Okay, let me check.
I have a little problem.
Well, we have to uninstall and then.
Because probably you installed with pip, and the version doesn't match with the general. So you don't.
No.
Okay, so let's pip 3.
Scusate.
Yeah, that's probably. Okay, so let's see if we have.
Do we install?
Yeah, that's enough. We have.
No,
Come?
it was not found on your system. You should.
But it's installed?
AstroQuery.
Yes, but it's important, but it's not. I think it's not a problem. Okay,
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah. Could you use, for example, net, AstroQuery net, or net question mark? Net? Net question mark? Yeah, you have. Okay. Okay?
Yes, but for example, now we downloaded the data of M81.
Yeah?
So if I want to get, for example, any of those quantities, how do I get them?
Yes, with brackets and
Okay, with brackets.
yes,
Let's
yes.
say array.
In string,
Sorry.
you have to put string.
Okay.
String because it are keyword.
Okay. Like this. Okay.
And values, for example, values. We show you the values. Okay. No? Not working.
No way.
Have you started again?
Quick.
Yeah.
I draw and then we start.
So need. But you have it.
Capital letter is not the right one.
No.
No?
How do I get the
But you have it net here, right? Yes. Oh, but 17. I mean, why is not that easy? This is a model. Are you connected? You are connected. Okay. Let's see. We will see in the break.
Okay.
But that.
How do I get the value?
Put the value.
No, it doesn't work. So I get velocity, but punto value.
But what it show? It show values or show an object? Okay. Just a second. Okay, show me.
So this is what I get. Velocity, for example, it gives me the number, but if I do dot in value, because that's.
Wait, what type? Maybe we have because so now name, velocity, tab, units. Plot. Oh, because I have no value. Put right there. Units, right? Unit, and unit. Yeah. So you have to use this keyword. Name. Okay. So maybe yes, this is the value. Okay.
Yeah, that's minus 34. Yeah.
Okay. So this is.
How do I get that?
Okay. Just. Okay, say right type of this thing to see what is type
dot. Right?
No,
No, it's parentheses.
this is at the end. So let's see what type it is. Oh, column master column. Okay. Okay, so now let's try to remove unit and that. Use punti and tabulation.
Yeah. Doesn't
Sorry, what?
That's the only thing that gives.
Okay.
No, that's fine.
So show this and now value after M81 value.
Yeah.
Yeah, but remove the velocity.
Okay.
Call names. Value, yes. And call names. No, without value. Okay, I have to show.
Oh yeah. No, this is velocity is one of them.
It's one of them.
Yeah. Velocity is one of them. In fact, it gives you the
velocity and.
But you cannot access the value. By the way.
Can show print that thing?
Okay.
Okay. Put wait. Go at the end and put 0.
Oh, so print.
Yes. Put at the end 0.
Where?
0 or minus 1.
Here within the parentheses or
After the parentheses, the parentheses minus 1.
minus 1.
Yeah. So it's a list.
It's a list.
It's a list of keywords and value. So the last is the value.
So to access to one of the elements.
The elements is a keyword.
Yeah.
So it's the keyword, and then, for example, the keyword. So now is let's say that you want to access to call names. Call names. Call names.
Così?
See, columns, names. Call names. That's right. Okay. Okay, those are. So if you want to access, for example, velocity, is data N81 parentheses velocity in string.
And then parentheses, square brackets, and minus 1.
The 0 has information about units and the value is the minus 1. Okay? Should we stop now?
Ok, fine.
We will start in
Quando ricominciamo?
11:30.
Va benissimo. Anzi.
Perfetto.
Grazie. E andiamo poi qui.